Hurry.
Hi, is Elizabeth there?
Yep, hang on. Hello?
Elizabeth?
Yeah?
What's up, babe? I just finished getting $9 worth of gas, turning the cans in, and getting a pack of cigarettes. I have $5 left, and I was going to get a double-decker taco. Would you like one of your 99-cent chicken burrito things from Taco Bell?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is that okay? Would you rather get something different?
No, that sounds good.
Okay.
Alright.
So I'm going to get that, and then I'll be right up.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
See you in a bit. Love you, babe.
Okay. Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Who helped the Libyans fend off an Italian invasion in 1929. Anthony Quinn stars as Omar Mukhtar, one of his finest roles ever, who organized Libyan forces to hold off the encroaching Italian troops under General Graziano, played by Oliver Reed, who were trying to dominate Libyan soil under direct orders from the Italian dictator of Mussolini, played by Rod Steiger. Now, this is an amazing story that I did not know even existed, and I thought I knew about most movies that have ever been done. What you don't know is that with the persistence of this ex-school teacher, Mukhtar, the Libyans, battling the tanks and guns of the Italian army with their Bedouin troops on horseback, managed to hold off the Italian fascists for 20 years until Mukhtar was finally captured and executed. It's astounding. Anthony Quinn, Oliver Reed, Ivan Pappas, Rod Steiger, and John Gilbert. It's a movie you should watch for the historic lessons in it. Lion of the Desert, highly recommended, acting superb. The historical suite, amazing, and there's a lot to be learned from this movie about the futile efforts we are conducting in the Arab world today. Yes, I said it. Yes, you can mark it down and you can call me any name you want. Just remember how to spell my name, S-A-V-A-G-E. The futile efforts we are engaging against the Arab world. There is no way in the world they're ever going to stop fighting, because in the last scene, Mukhtar is written to, I mean, he said this in the movie, this is the script, in the accounts of Anthony Quinn. He said, I will not live that.
Talk about what can I get for you today?
I'd like to get a deal number 1, the chicken burrito combo, please. And deal number 2, the double-decker taco combo, please.
Okay, and to drink with us?
Can I get a Mountain Dew and a root beer, please?
Would you like anything else or any sauce with the order?
That'll do it.
Okay, that's 431. That's the first window. Thank you.
Thank you. Rapture car is yours. That's hilariously clever. I think if he's a Christian and he thinks he's going to heaven, it's funny.
So you're saying women on submarines will make the submarine a better, submariners a better organization?
No, it just means that it makes soldiers no matter what.
Well, you're just repeating a homily over and over again. Do you have any idea what women on submarines will do to the submarine fleet in terms of the men on the boats? Can you figure that one out?
They're always conditioned and trained during boot camp to be...
You know, you're like a robot. You're like a robot. You're repeating, what, did you get a piece of paper with this on it? If a woman is on a submarine, there are still men and women. There's the elements of a man and a woman. Don't you suspect that there are going to be some affairs on the submarine, and that the submarines will become love boats?
I still believe there's still some decorum of humanity.
Well, that's because you're a fool. I mean, I was a visitor aboard an aircraft carrier. You ask anyone serving what goes on these ships. Do you have any idea in the real world as opposed to the newspaper world that you live in, what goes on ships today because of women on ships? Do you have any idea the chaos that this has imposed upon circus ships?
I believe in it.
No, you don't believe. You believe. You believe. That's your answer. You believe. You believe. Okay,
thanks, man. Appreciate it. You too.
Virginia, Quentin, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Hey, Savage. I'm a little confused by your whole thing with the submarines. I understand the whole dichotomy with having women on a ship. I mean, I'm trying to understand and figure out why make such a big deal about this. Considering...
I'll tell you why I make such a big deal about it. If you knew about the statistics in the Navy, you would understand why I'm making a big deal about it. Do you know what percentage of so-called sailors are getting thrown out of the Navy at full pension, full benefits because they're pregnant, they're getting knocked up on ships?
How often does that happen?
It's a very, very large percentage, and it's sucking the budget, which has already been reduced to the bone, cut to the bone.
Look at the Israeli army, where you have men, women...
Don't bring up the Israeli army. It's nothing compared to the U.S. Army. Stop with the Israeli army. The Israeli army is no model for the world. They couldn't even defend themselves in Lebanon. I'm sick about the great Israeli army. It's reduced to rubble lately. The Israeli army. What's the Israeli army today? Without the U.S., Israel would disappear.
That's very true. I'll give you that.
All right, thanks. I'm glad you'll give it to me. The Israeli army. Great Israeli army. Israeli army. Oh, Hezbollah sank a ship, and the Israelis couldn't defend themselves in the Lebanon war. They almost lost that war. In fact, they already lost it. Women on ships have been a disaster. It's a social experiment that was started long before Barack Hussein Obama. And now Obama's added the cherry on the pie by putting them on submarines, which is a whole different world. It's a different culture. It's a different culture. You go on a Navy ship and you see these kids, these young kids just out of high school. Half of them pimply-faced kids. They gave them a uniform and shoes, and now they have a job. Thank God. They get on the chow line. 1,000 of them marching around. Looks like a high school.
Thanks, man. You have a nice day.
Thank God we still have an officer class that can still run the ship. And then you have the drones running around. Now, what are these kids doing during the spare time? They're having sex on the ships. And the women are becoming pregnant on the ships. Then they're getting sent back off the ships so they can raise their baby with no father at full government expense. That's a result of the social experiment imposed upon the military by Patricia Schroeder and the other heretics who originally imposed upon the military. So now Obama's ratcheting it up and putting women on If your Social Security... Social Security number. All he then needs is a simple computer program that predicts the rest. In seconds, the thief has your Social Security number and everything he needs to destroy your life and your finances. That's why I'm on a mission to arm my entire audience with LifeLock. Millions rely on LifeLock. Don't be a victim. Call now and LifeLock will give you a special offer just for my Savage listeners. 60 risk-free days of LifeLock proactive protection. Not completely happy with LifeLock? Call them and cancel within 60 days, and you won't pay a cent. See LifeLock.com for details. Call LifeLock now at 1-800-LOCK-485. 1-800-LOCK-485. Get 60 risk-free days just for Savage listeners. 1-800-LOCK-485. Are you dialing yet? 1-800-LOCK-485.
Call Michael now at 1-800-449-8255.